Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And we're underway.
Here's a man, Peter, that inspired so many and always said that success is no accident. It takes hard work and perseverance.
How he epitomised that attitude. He worked so hard to become a player so far ahead of everybody else.
He boasted a playing style that was so unique too. The first centre-forward perhaps to drop back, use his vision, make those clever little late runs. He is, for me, the ideal teammate. The perfect blend of power, speed, athleticism, technique. Nobody, and I repeat nobody, comes close.
Pelé, the gold standard, head and shoulders above the rest.
Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And we have the first chance from a dead ball. Aubameyang! That is Hullet. And this is Hullet.
He's free, he has got space. Cafu gets it away. And claimed it back swiftly. Hullet. And this is Neymar. Great ball, and he's in here.
Oh, the whistle's gone. What's he given? Milan present their opponents with the best possible chance here to get them off and running.
What a save by Seaman! Oh, he's missed it.
It really wasn't a confident penalty, Peter. It was almost like he was trying too hard to second-guess what the keeper was trying to do.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Milan have the chance to go the other way. Stood up well to him there. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Rui Costa. He's shifting through the gears here. Swings in across. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Threads one in. Cafu made a surge from fullback, as it turned out unsuccessfully. That has not gone well. And it's Figo. He's through here, and he welcomes it in. Puyol gets a foot in and wins the ball. Puyol, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Torres in acres of space out wide. Cafu. Now here's the delivery. And that has been knocked clear. Milan so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Neymar providing an outlet on that flank. Climbs up big! And it's a goal! There is the breakthrough! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Van Basten.
Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Oh, that's a booking. Always looked it.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
He's shaping up to have a crack from here. And this is a great chance to get themselves back square.
Montreal getting this one clear. And he's had it nicked away.
Figo, and it's played in.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Pele.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Cafu, can he get onto this?
Figo. Figo unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Cafu.
And here comes the corner.
The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Aubameyang. Dink through.
It's come through and he's had a quick look inside.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, some tackle that. Figo. Van Basten. Strong challenge, that could leave a mark. The referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
And the action is back underway.
Milan really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Could be danger here. Back when it goes. He's found, tries a shot! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error. There they go, hunting again.
Nicely weighted ball.
Cleared without complication.
Torres gets flagged offside. Looking for the run. He's picked his way through.
Real chance!
Oh, crossbar! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Aubameyang clearly is very disappointed, but at least his boss is applauding him for his efforts. That's the kind of attacking endeavour they need.
Nesta.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
Rui Costa is the guilty party there. Rui Costa is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
And the keeper gets his hands on it.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Tries to pass it through.
Now there's a fine ball.
And he's certainly onside here.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And now they can spring out of defence. And that has left him in a heap. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. And he is going into that little black book. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Good running, strong and purposeful. Now it's Aubameyang, and he's managed to get free. And Aubameyang! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Just not quite happening for him just now.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Pullet plays it short. Fired deep towards the back post. Milan are looking to go forward now. The pass has gone astray. Roberto Carlos. Oh, that's a key interception. Done delicately. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Searching pass he's played there. Oh, no, that was never going to make it.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Now it's Rui Costa. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And this is Torres. Torres is flagged offside. And that's been won straight back. He is through here. It's a promising position. And that's not going to reach.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
And this is Torres. Chiellini. Vieira. Now it's Aubameyang. He's looking wide. This might spell danger. Bullet! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, just too much pressure on him in the end, Peter.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Spread it left.
Vão dar os seus lugares
That's an errant pass.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Número 4. Está a acontecer uma substituição.
Cherki. And here's Mbappe. He's having a go. It's their second corner of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Milan are looking desperate here, short on time and options.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
Raul. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Oh, that's fabulous. And this is Ronaldo.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Oh, truly brave defending.
If you were looking at the shopping list of what you need in a top defender, that's it.
And he's there to get it away. There will be 4 extra minutes. Alex Schneider. Oh, shooting chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Oh, the less said about that pass, and time is up. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest. Your reflections then, Jim?
It's just a bad day at the office, Peter. They look below par in all areas, and it has to be...
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on.
And we're underway.
Well, Peter, if you're looking for a top-class left-back, look no further than this guy.
Seriously rapid Serginho. What can we expect from him?
Well, he's like a full-back, wing-back and winger fused into one. There's a lot of people who can learn a thing or two about the way he moves about the pitch.
Yeah, particularly the way he picks up those positions to gather goals and offer assists. No, that's been intercepted. Grimaldo. Looking to play him in.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Adams. Dixon. Knocks it into space.
Played into space out wide.
Now who's going to be first to this? Dixon. Shot could be... and a chance! That's going to go a long way.
Yaya Toure.
That is ended up in no man's land. And it's Messi.
No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery.
Oh, that pass isn't the best.
I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Oh, easy pickings there. Serginho. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Grimaldo.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Intercepts the throw. That's well read.
Marquinhos
With the clearance. Milan
are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type.
And it's Guti. It's gone out for a throw-in. He's got away. Great challenge, time to perfection.
Bastoni defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, that's fabulous. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Pinches it off him.
Makaleli.
He's looking wide.
Played back in. Oh, that's a very shot at goal! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Milan are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Now the cross.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Messi.
And it's Serginho. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Well read, nice interception. Not the most accurate pass. Serginho. Guti. Nicely weighted ball. Lofted in. Serginho. That's a cute ball. Pass somewhat off target. Milan are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. Van Basten was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Great defending, strong and determined. Well, that is one way to stop him. Serginho. Well, that has not gone well. Tries to thread one through, and that pass just didn't quite work.
Ci sarà un minuto
He
di
has
recupero.
slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now it's Mbappe.
And the half-time whistle goes.
Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Milan go in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead.
And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease.
Makaleli.
Yaya Toure.
Cafu. Nicely shaped ball.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Adams deals with that comfortably. Grimaldo.
Lewandowski. Oh, delightful ball. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again.
And it's Guti. Guti going face-to-face with his great rival. Camavinga.
Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Being still separated by the game's only goal. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Figo.
Guti receives it in a wide position.
Oh, important interception. Messi.
Oh, well measured. Marquinhos kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Van Basten is onto it in a flash. Applies the finish!
Looking to go deep, and one more try!
It's loose now, and they want to get it back.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Tries to play it through.
And that has put paid to that.
Well timed, excellent interception. Can he get on the end of this? Messi is in a really good position out wide.
Ruben Dias can get it clear.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Can he get it through? It's a pretty loose pass.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. And the shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Figo actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
And it's been taken short.
Incoming to...
Up he goes! It's in! And this is getting better and better.
It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and made it perfectly.
Milan are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
And he's managed to gift it back.
It'll be a throw-in. Half an hour gone in the second half. Messi.
Challenged just a bit on the firm side.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
Great chance! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Oh, he went for it there knowing full well that it could have all been wrapped up.
Corner number 2 then.
Guti goes short. Fired deep towards the back post.
No way through, so back it comes. And now a sudden chance to counter. It's run loose here.
It's Figo!
Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
A case now of complete control.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Well, that looks a decent ball.
Oh, it's Van Basten. He's Van Basten!
Oh, how's that for a goal? He's got himself an absolute peach.
Yet another goal in an awesome performance. They are in complete charge.
Yeah, but how about that coolness and confidence, Peter? To see where the keeper was and then produce a beautiful response.
And yes, it's him again. Milan are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Camavinga. And it's Grimaldo. Oh, played through for the wide man. That's a shade optimistic. And they're quick to get it back. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Milan, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for anyone playing up against them right now. Van Basten claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument.
How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
We have already started here.
Maicon, Jim, one of the world's finest fullbacks.
Yeah, I'm always happy to praise a fullback, Peter, as you know, and this guy's class.
What's especially good about him?
Well, I'd say it's mainly down to his fantastic athleticism. They don't call him the Colossus for nothing. He's got immense strength, pace, physicality, and he contributes so much in both attack and defence.
Van Basten is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Cruyff.
Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Koundé with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. That'll be a throw.
And it's Davids.
Roberto Carlos
Wins the duel this time.
Forlan looking to get on the end of this.
And he's managed to get free.
Maicon.
Proves too strong.
Maicon did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Del Piero.
Cruyff providing an outlet on that flank. Baresi getting this one clear.
Figo. Foot in. Del Piero. Cruyff. And that's played in low. He can get that clear.
Bale made a search from fullback, as it turned out unsuccessfully.
He's got away.
Figo delivers.
Cleared away. Oh, super ball.
And a chance!
And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And it's Del Piero.
Tries to play it through.
And that's been... And the shot!
Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Look, we've all been there. Nothing will make him feel much better at the moment.
Neither side yet able to find the net. Out towards the flank.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Adriano.
And that has earned a reprieve for the time being.
Inter Milan
Do have a chance to counter here. That's been cut out, well played.
Cruyff.
Can he get on the end of this?
Forlan showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
Can he get it through?
And this is Adriano. Can he finish? No messing about, just bludgeoned away. That's gone for a throw-in. Ball's out once more.
Davids. Baresi spots it and intercepts. Nesta getting this one clear.
And here's Cruyff. Cruyff.
That's a little off target. That's really well cleared. Davids is onto it in a flash. Bale. Well, there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Thuram cuts it out. Oh, that is asking for trouble. And this is Roberto Carlos. Davids. He's not got that quite right. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Pele. This looks promising. And this is Adriano. Goes for a shot! There it is!
And for such a big name in your side to register very close to the break, not only creates a real buzz in your dressing room during the break, but dispirits the opposition too, and sets up a decent chance to go on and finish this game to their liking now.
Simplicity itself.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And it's Roberto Carlos. He has found the way through. Cross, big header! Oh, it's come loose. Not the most accurate pass. Pele.
2 added minutes
Adriano.
has been indicated.
That has not gone well. That's a throw. Chiellini. And it's Cruyff. Now it's Van Basten. Good ball over the top. That is a brilliant interception. Michael. And the whistle goes to half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So off we go once more.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Vieira. And this is Van Basten. And he welcomes it in. Oh, he's got a... Fallen! Oh, surely that deserved better.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Michael. And they're quick to get it back. Oh, terrible mistake. Oh, that's fabulous. Chiellini defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And this is Forlan. Davids, who's set up one goal so far. Inter Milan still chasing a one-goal deficit here. Bale. Vieira.
Del Piero for Maicon. Showing great feet there. And back out it comes.
And we have our very first corner.
And it's been taken short. Played into the... Oh, smashing header! Just off target.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Forlan.
He's offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Now it's Forlan. Picked out brilliantly. There's a no-nonsense tackle.
That's a decent clearance.
And it's Roberto Carlos. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Maicon.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Now it's come to nothing.
Inter really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Fired deep towards the back post.
Can he spark a counter here?
Cruyff will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Yaya Toure looking for the run. And there's green grass ahead of him. It's Van Basten! Almost 75 minutes on the clock now.
Substitution on the field. Number 4.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
14.
So a double change here, and both changes are offensive.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what system they'll be playing with now, Peter.
Number 6, Chiellini. Coming on the field, number 24,
Nesta.
Toure.
And it's
Number
Iniesta.
10, Gullit.
Looking here to chip it through.
11,
And that pass just didn't
number
quite work.
22, Iniesta.
I think the message here is
Number
quite clear,
13,
Peter. They want another
Nesta.
one and will seemingly
Substitution in
keep going
progress.
until they get it.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Iniesta.
Oh, well measured. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Just about within shooting range. Adriano chasing after it.
And this is Del Piero. Oh, Del Piero! Oh, and that should have been two.
Del Piero really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
Can he latch on to this? Pull it.
Inter really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Iniesta.
And it's Ronaldinho. Now, can they get him away?
Shot a goal! It's in!
And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Played out wide. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. Good chance here. Decent enough try.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
And the referee brings it to a close.
Inter Milan perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort put in by the players, but that does not hide the overall disappointment.
Hello, everybody, and
Your
please
reflections
join
then,
me
Jim.
in wishing
Inter
a happy
desperately
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
And already we're underway here.
Gareth Bale, hero for his club, for his country, almost single-handedly snatched European glory from the grasp of your former club, Jim.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me about that, but he did produce a genuine moment of absolute magic. There was nothing anyone could have done about that. His first goal that night has to be amongst the most memorable ever scored in any European final.
Now it's Drogba. That's an excellent interception. Bale. Scholes.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Scholes. Scholes. That's Thuram. Scholes. Mbappe. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. That has been cut short. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Makaleli is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it. It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Bale. So what can they make of this? Puskas. And Puskas! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Puskas is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner.
Bale goes short, and it's Scholes.
And now a sudden chance to counter.
Now it's Osimhen.
And this Puskas! Goal! The Czech Republic!
And it's the Czech Republic who take the lead.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
The Czech Republic have taken the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Seedorf threads one in. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Early ball. Oh, smashing header!
And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Now, can they get him away? He's onside.
Drogba was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
Brilliantly cut out.
Inter are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Some good work on the right flank here.
Serginho.
He's in space and looking for options.
Drogba gets his head on it!
He's done very well to get to that.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Bale with the clearance. Lovely bit of skill. And he's whipped it across. What a throw in. Deflected behind for a corner kick.
It's their second corner of the game. Van der Sar gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
And now they can spring out of defence. Mbappe. Beckenbauer.
Knocks it into space.
Oh, important interception.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Inter clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Now who's going to be first to this? Makalele does well to get it back. Puskás showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And they've got rid.
Baresi.
Baresi with the clearance.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Oh no, what has happened here? Thuram. And the referee brings the first half to a close.
There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
There's the start of the second half.
Inter can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were...
Goes for a shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out!
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Spread neatly. Defending was strong and firm.
Bigo made a good run there. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. And it's Bale.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
And here's Osimhen. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. And that's an errant pass. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Nicely weighted ball. And he's cut it out. Osimhen might just make this.
No, that's been intercepted.
Inter Milan, still this single goal behind. Now it's Drogba.
Mbappe! Good effort from distance. Gave it a go, but off target.
Inter really have been deserted by their composure and allowed frustration to take over, and it's not a good sign.
Cafu does really well there, he is strong.
Almost an hour gone.
Beckenbauer
Spots it and intercepts. And he's managed to get rid.
cleared without hesitation. Looking to play him in, and he's worked it through. He is through here.
Well, that has not gone well.
Serginho, speed, and the shot! And that is doing no harm at all.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Thuram.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Chance for a shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Osimhen really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 2 then.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Inter Milan
Have the chance to go the other way. And he's intervened well there.
Chiellini. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again.
Mbappe is onto this.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
He's a sharp little ball here. He's found a way through.
Bigo,
He's got tall. And that could have brought them level.
Ah, that was so poor. A very decent chance, and the disappointment is all too obvious.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 14.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Numero 9. Makelele. Lasciano il campo per il numero 11. Il numero 8. Gerrard. Il numero 4. Deco. Attenzione, un cambio.
Now it's Hullet. Martinez has it out wide and in space.
The Czech Republic clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Played into space out wide. Now it's Martinez. Messi. And this is Puskás. And this is Messi. Played into... Climbs up big!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Looking for the run. Now it's Lewandowski. It's a pretty loose pass.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
They're back in possession and ready to go again.
You can never be short of runners in the space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Shoots! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Yeah, that's a decent try when you consider the range.
Oh, that's well spotted. So that's it. It is all over. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest.
I volontari di tutti i settori.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
So we're up and running. Jim, how are you reading the formation?
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the impact that can be made between fullbacks and the attacking wide players. These combinations, when worked well...
Luis Suarez!
And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Suarez clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. Cleared without hesitation. And here's Platini, crossing.
He's got goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And it's Figo. Knocks it out wide. And smartly reclaimed. Pull it. That's a throw. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. Tries to pass it through.
And Baston picks it up out wide.
Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Suarez might just make this. The pass has gone astray. And they've got rid. Platini. Puskás. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Torres. Serginho. Now, can they get him away? And this is Torres. Shot a goal!
Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Van Basten actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Keeper's dealt with that. And the shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Costa Curta really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 2 then.
They've played it short.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Botafogo
are looking to go forward now. He can run onto that. Well read, nice interception. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Pull it. Picked up. It's Lewis. Oh, it's hit the post. Has another go. Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
That pass isn't the best.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Serginho. Well, played right into his path. Now there's a fine ball. Chance for a shot! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. So, third corner of the game. Figo plays it short. And now they can spring out of defence. Looking for a runner. And now they can spring out of defence. Looking for a runner.
Oh, that's a key interception. He's beaten the last man. And he's managed to get rid. Bigo wins the duel this time. Great ball if he can get there. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Nesta gets over and intercepts.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
That's good running with the ball.
Bergomi calmly anticipates.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. And it's Luis Suarez.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Baresi does well to stand firm and defend it. Looking to play him in. Deco gets into a good position. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Milan get their fourth corner. Bigo goes short. Nice interception, well timed. And now he's having a go. Oh, denied brilliantly.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
They're up to 5 corners now. And it's been taken short. Bigo does well to get it back. Botafogo have the chance to go the other way. Bergomi. Puskas. Marquinhos proves too strong. And he's going to have his name taken. Somewhat off target, and he's gone looking for safety. And it's Bergomi. Luis Suarez! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Nesta. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And we're off again.
Milan really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything. There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Serginho, can he get it through? Good read, needed to be. Platini, Botafogo are looking to break at pace. Yaya Toure.
It's a really well-measured ball. Might be danger here.
And it's Yaya Toure. And here's Suarez.
Costa Curta
Is there to clear. And this is Luis Suarez. Luis Suarez! It's in!
And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise and dead-eye accuracy.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Botafogo are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Knocks it into space. Now that looks a decent ball. Nesta deals with that comfortably.
Fernando Torres.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Spread out to the left. Showing great feet there. Played in.
Corner it is.
Substituição no time do Botafogo.
Corner count is rising.
Camisa
That's 6.
18. Camisa 7.
It's a mighty effort!
Camisa 20.
Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Camisa
Plays
10.
one through.
Camisa 9.
Milan perhaps contemplating their next change here. He's gone for goal! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, that's a sign that he clearly feels the need to take it upon himself to try and get his side back into this.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Botafogo appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
No way through there.
Pedri. Now it's Hullet. Great pressure, plenty of it. Gerrard. Great vision. Mbappe. Serginho. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
He's through here. It's a promising position. In with the challenge. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
He can get that clear.
Now it's Hullet. Figo. And it's Gerrard. And it's Serginho. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And that could set him on his way. He's picked his way through. And Hullet! Baresi clears it away. Pedri. Van Basten.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
And this is Pele.
Now this could be a chance. Delivered in.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
Ruben Diaz clears. Figo. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Big chance! Yes! And the lead is extended still further. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. There's only one word to describe that: clinical.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. 5 minutes left on the clock. Has not gone well. And it's Serginho. And here's Mbappe. Now it's Hullet.
There they go, hunting again.
Ruben Diaz with the foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. It's really well cleared. Played out wide. Bergomi. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. And here's Hullet. Hullet! Hits off target and by quite a way. And it's Figo. That has been slung wide. Serginho delivers with whip. And that is the last effort of the game. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, Peter, I